All right. Once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yoshai, Bashem, Mekan, Kodash. Double be unto the apostles and the others a great millstone. Victoria, Kim's worldwide, and say shalom be unto you. This is the word from the GMS Trinidad camp. Just bring out a quick edification through the spirits and the power of the Most High, Yahweh, Bashem, Yoshai. So my edification today is entitled Open Rebuke is Better Than Secret Love. You know? And basically this edification is mainly for brothers who may have to open rebuke another brother for whatever reason it may be, but ultimately it would be to save his soul, because there are times that brothers fall short or they will start to wander away from the truth. And it is our duty as brothers in the truth and in the umbrella of Great Millstone, Yahweh Bashem Yeshai, to ensure that we be our brother's keeper. And it's better to rebuke your brother openly, than to see him go astray. So this comes from Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 5, which says, open rebuke is better than secret love. And really and truly, if you love your brother and see him wandering away, it's better to really just rebuke him, Because when we go to the book of Matthew chapter 18 and verse, start at verse 15. It says, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. And that is everything there is out of love, gaining your brother. Because sometimes you may see a brother going astray or trespass against you and you keep it a secret. And that brother works more and more, worse within that particular sin, within that particular spirit that may be bugging your brother. So, it's better to go, pull the brothers to one side and explain to the brother, his faults. Explain to the brother where he may have transgressed, So, verse 16, but if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established. So, so there are times, depending on the situation, there may be brothers who may be a little hasty, and just to be sure that the correct thing may be coming across, you carry 1 or 2 brothers with you to ensure that, everything is done decently and in order overall. But the main point about it is it's better to open rebuke, It's better to show your brother where he's going wrong, so you can know where he's going wrong, because there are times, as scripture would say, roughly paraphrasing, every man is right in his own mind, Sometimes a man may think that is everything that he do or everything that he see is right. I mean, that's a wicked thing or a wicked thought to have. Because we all know that the heart is extremely wicked, So 1 Timothy chapter 5. I'll start out with 20. And go all the way down. It says, them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear. And that's when it comes to internal affairs in the camp of the Most High Bashem Yeshai, Great Millstone. Hey, it's better to open rebuke a man. So all the rest of younger men, or all the rest of men who may be, through edification's sake, or that rebuke actually help them along their way in their difficulties. I mean, there's a difference between rebuking a brother and disrespecting a brother, because you want to do everything in an order as well, So them that sin rebuke before all, and others that others also may fear. Verse 21, I charge you before power, Yahweh Hashem Shai, and the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and the elect angels, that thou observe these things without preferring one before another, doing nothing by partiality. Everything should be done in order and decently, and not by partiality, not by favors, and not by what you think, and not by how a man dress or what he have. Verse 22, lay hands suddenly on no man, neither be partakers of other man's sin. Keep thyself pure. And one way in which you can be partakers of a man's sin without even knowing is by knowing a man's sinning and not telling him anything about it, or knowing a brother transgressing and going further away from the truth and not telling him anything. Remember, at the end of the day, you have to keep your hands pure. You have to keep that brother blood off of you, and by awakening him and showing him his transgression, you're actually saving that brother from destruction overall. I mean, at the end of the day, the Most High Hashem shall the final say in everything. But you have your part to do as well. I jump down to verse 24. Some men's sins are open beforehand, going before to judgment. Another man's sins they follow after. Likewise also the good works of some are manifest beforehand, and they that are otherwise cannot be hid. But at the end of the day, we hoping that all the Akims make it into those chariots when the destruction hit. So we can only hope, and we can only do the works, and hope that we make it to the chariot. But at least, when it comes to internal affairs, we understand what we need to do. When our brother trespassed, when he would have been falling short, because we all fall short and come short of the glory of the Most High Hashem Shai, roughly paraphrasing. Who is you to judge your brother? Because the same measure in which you judge is the same measure that you would be judged with. So sometimes lend a hand, go there and show your brother his transgression and show his brother his sin, rather than sit down and talk among each other about that particular issue. Help the brother. And how you help the brother as well, when you go to 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16 to 17, it says, all scripture is given by inspiration of power, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of power may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. And you're not going to rebuke him based on your own mind, but you're going to rebuke him according to the words and the scriptures of the Most High Hashem Shai. Show him the scriptures where he went wrong, prove all things. Stand fast to the truth of the Most High Hashem Shai. 2 Timothy as well, chapter 4 and verse 1 to 2, it says, I charge thee therefore before power, and the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead, at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reproof, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So you do it according to the word of the Most High, what you have taught. Not based upon how you feel in your mind, but according to the scriptures. Win back your brother according to the scriptures. You may have to put in some harsh words in it, but at the end of the day, still win back your brother. So James chapter 5, verse 19, it says, brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him, let him know that he which converted the sinner from the error of his way shall save his soul from death, and shall hide a multitude of sin. You save your brother. How sweet it is, Roughly paraphrase to lay down your life for your brother. Be your brother's keeper. Use the scripture to rebuke, to exalt, reproof. And in all doing so, we'll win a soul. We win back our brother. We win him back under the umbrella. One sheep went astray and we went forth and get a sheep and bring it back in the fold. Because we know, hey, a lot of times demons can plague your mind and go astray. Ultimately it's the will of the Most High, but we have our part to do as well in that. So, I hope this is edifying to you. With that, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Hashem Shai, Hashem Kakwanash. Double has been unto your apostle and there's a great millstone for the outcomes worldwide. Shalom be unto you. It's the word from the GMS should not come. Shalom.